Hello, wonderful people. Welcome back, or welcome to my channel. The video that you will see is actually the front of my fiction writing booklet. I haven't shown that yet. I will in the future. And we have a guest appearance of Bo. He is obsessed with little dangly bits of the sewing. I'm using this video as a background for the recap of, or rather the reflections of October and the plans for November. For October, I had a few plans. For example, the Artist's Way, the course of autism coaching, and I was going to make booklets, which I have done, as you can see. So what actually happened in October? In October, I had some physical health issues. So I had to make a bit more of a priority to what was, what I was actually able to do, let's put it that way. So I did make my two booklets, the one that I made for more of the, inspiration, creative side that gets weakened because of reading The Artist's Way and giving myself some inspiration and some, good quotes, affirmations, etc. And the other booklet is the one for the fiction writing booklet that I actually don't have time, that I said I didn't have time for, but it is really calling me. So I'm going to try it. I have put a limit on the goal of words, to put it that way. I am not going to do 50,000 words. For me that seems too much of a stretch. I remember in when it was Camp Nano in July, I also did some writing that was mostly for my blog and also for the YouTube channel. And that goal that I put was 10,000 words. I got those 10,000 words, yay! And for me, thinking about 50,000 words, that seems like at least at this moment, insurmountable. I know that just the idea of 50,000 words is just way too much. So I've put a limit on that. I've put 20,000 words. If I make that, it's gonna be awesome. If I don't make that, well, at least, I participated. I would put it that way. It's not just writing that I actually need to do. It's also a bit more of the world building that needs to happen. I would also like to draw a map, and I would also like to draw one of the locations where most of the story is going to be. It's going to be about a sort of alternative world to this one, but one that also has magical stuff happening. And about the main character is going to be a person who has some mental vulnerabilities. The working title is Memento Sanatorium. Basically a sort of reminder. So yeah, it plays itself into a alternative-ish world. She will come from this world and be transported in some way to there through through someone that betrays her, let's put it that way. And she will get stuck in one of those, in the sanatorium. It's a world where there's magic and there's creatures, monsters, as some inhabitants of that other world would say. It's a fantasy story. It's not science fiction. It's a fantasy story with paranormal elements. So I'm not quite sure if it fits with the paranormal or with the fantasy. It will kind of... I'm not quite sure. Not quite sure yet how to put a definite genre on there. But yeah, she'll be there, and the government of that place has a solution for their monster problem. The land is plagued by spectrals, and they attack people, which then leaves them catatonic or killed, one of those two. They did, however, do an experiment where there was a merging possible from the spectral and a human. Their belief is that because that person had some mental vulnerabilities, that it was easier for the spectral to get inside that person, to occupy that person. And what are those monsters or spectrals? They are actually forgotten deities, and they want the chance back to live, basically. So that is the idea behind the whole story that I have in my mind. It's actually from a dream, so we'll see how that's going to go. So yeah, so I've got some stuff to figure out concerning the, government of that place, and how the building is going to be, how the blueprint of the building is going to be, etc. What things are possible. Even also about some communication between an individual and one of those spectrals. And how they can get stronger or weaker depending on certain events. Let's put it that way. So that is my story idea. Yay! Other than the story idea, I did work through the artist way. I've did the introduction, which I made a video of, and I've also done chapter 1. I'm actually still busy on chapter 1 with the affirmations and the sensor and the blurs and all that good stuff. Basically, I have a lot of comments in my head on how let's put it this way. Basically, I think I'm an imposter. That, everything's been done before, or I'm too old, or, all that kind of stuff. So I'm going to work on making sure that I have affirmations to help me with that, and also that kind of negates the comment of the inner sensor. So yeah, that's a very nice exercise, also very confronting, I must admit. But yeah, so that is what I've been working on right now. I haven't, other than, just the booklets, and yeah, I've made the 2 booklets, and I've cut out some ephemera that's ready to go for the artistic booklet. I haven't really been that much of, creative in the sense of visual media. I tried to do some coloring, but I only colored the moon of that page, and that was about it. So, you know, the coloring wasn't really on the foreground for the past month. The autism coach course, no, I haven't started it. Health issues and stuff, and I kind of had to make sure that I had enough, you know, energy still available, let's put it that way. So yeah, so I haven't started that yet, and with the plan that I have for November for writing fiction and drawing some stuff out and basically making a whole new world, well, it's not completely new. It's from a universe that I've thought up in 2016 or 2017, the Dreamworld universe. That universe, I've written some short stories of that universe, but I haven't really, you know, haven't made that public or anything. It's just, you know, some private things, also coming from dreams. So I have very vivid dreams, and it sometimes, you know, gives me ideas for stories or sketches or some painting, or just, you know, some, like a short poem, or a poem and like a visual representation of something. So that was that. And yeah, no autism coaching for the moment. Maybe there will be time in December. I'm not going to stress too much about it, because, you know, health comes first and all that stuff. I'm just, you know, giving myself some grace and thinking, you know, it's alright, let's just, you know, put it to the side for now. It's still at my desk, I can still see it, but it's not like, oh, you know, it's not like haunting me. Just looking at it and it's like, oh, okay, yeah, it's there, still waiting for me, that's good. So yeah, so I, you know, I'm also doing my morning pages, I'm doing some normal journaling, I'm still doing my planning. I've also got a video of that, actually. I did some planning, and Bo was keeping me company, making sure that I did my planning right. Maybe I'll cut out a little snippet and put it as a short or like something. I'm not sure yet. So I still got a few videos waiting, and to make sure that I edit them right, and then to make sure, you know, that I can upload them. And I've actually uploaded every Tuesday. Yay! Every Tuesday of October, I have been uploading a video. Woohoo! Yay for me! So, I probably didn't tell you, did I? That I had a printer snafu with one of the printables. The yellow wasn't working quite right, so I'm actually trying in this video, well, in that evening when I was recording it, I was trying to put some more, you know, definition in there, you know, some more contrast, and some other colors, because the yellow wasn't working. So that is actually what I'm doing, and I'm only telling you this now at almost the end of the video. But anyway, I sold, so yay. Yeah, and it gave me also some inspiration, because, you know, that like gate thing could maybe be part of like the garden of the sanatorium. That was my idea. So I mean, it could work, right? You know, like a part of the garden that's, you know, separate and has some special flowers maybe that only bloom at night. No idea. We'll see how that goes. I have no idea on how should I say this, on the fauna and flora thing yet, so it's also some stuff that I'll need to research, because I would like my, you know, the world to be like an actual world. So I like to have some, you know, some details and you know, some interesting stuff, so you actually believe that you are visiting another world, even though it looks or is quite similar to our world. So yeah, so that's what I also need to, you know, work on just a little bit more to make sure that it's a believable world, but in a fantasy paranormal sense. That sounds so weird. But yeah, so basically that is my plan for November. I also did some reading in October, because in September I didn't really read a lot, even though I've read 334 books already this year. Yay! I have started like a few series actually, but I've only read like the first book of it, for example by C.N. Crawford's City of Thorns, or by Elise Kova, A Deal with the Elf King, or by Laura Thalassa, Pestilence, and I've also read Rhapsodic by Laura Thalassa, and I've also read Crave by Tracy Wolff, and The Price of Possession by Dakota Brown. So yeah, I've read quite a few books. It's not that, you know, I've read dozens of them, but comparing it to September, I've read a little bit more, so that's kind of good. It also helps me, you know, relax a little and just, you know, take some time out and just to forget about the worries of the day, of the week, just, you know, just a bit of escapism, basically. Yeah, let's put it that way, a bit of escapism, so, you know, that after you've read the book and you've left that world, you're like, oh, okay, I'm, you know, everything is not so bad, let's continue. Well, I hope you did enjoy this video. I'm putting on some of the finishing touches of the leaves right there, and making sure that, you know, there's some extra contrast. And that is the end of the picture. Yay! Thank you so much for watching. Bye!